Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon Frayne. We are back with another video. Today we're talking about Walrus Protocol and decentralized storage on the blockchain. As always, if you get any value out of today's video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up below, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and you've got a completely free gift waiting for you in the description of this video. The Rise of Bitcoin, my gift to you. Go ahead, grab it down below in the description, and let's talk about Walrus. So, Walrus Protocol is a new protocol that had its token generation event only in the past few weeks and has been incubated by Mistin Labs. Mistin Labs are the same company essentially behind the entire Sui blockchain. So again, backed by the same parent company, you could say, that is behind Sui's entire network, and Walrus is a decentralized storage and data availability protocol. Okay, we've looked at other similar protocols on other networks across the channel before. The immediate ones that come to mind are the likes of Filecoin and Arweave. So Walrus is aiming to be essentially a competitor to the likes of Filecoin and Arweave from a data and decentralized storage standpoint when it comes to blockchain technology. So why is this even a problem? Why does this even matter in the world of blockchain? Well, for me, what it really comes back to is the fact that when you have decentralized storage at scale, it ends up becoming way more cost efficient than using centralized storage solutions like AWS and Google Cloud. I'm showing this representation on this particular graph here. Again, Walrus is not on this graph, but the point I want to make is the fact that you can see the storage costs for centralized solutions like Amazon Web Services, Amazon S3, Google Cloud, Amazon Photos, and Dropbox. They are significantly more expensive when you look at storage provider pricing per terabyte per month of data. You can see it's costing Amazon S3 about $23 per terabyte of data per month. And you can see as we go down the scale here, when we get to these decentralized storage systems like Arweave, Sia, and Filecoin that we were just referencing, the cost of decentralized storage gets fractional compared to the cost of using centralized solutions like Amazon S3 and Google Cloud. So Walrus is essentially fitting into this category of extremely low-cost decentralized storage solutions. And again, when you think about the amount of SaaS companies that are operating in the world today, you know, almost every business is integrated with a whole host of different software as a service solution providers and softwares. And the biggest cost for those SaaS companies is storage. They are having to use storage to store user data, to store all of the different files and rich data that they're using for their SaaS solution. And when you can see that they have the ability to significantly reduce the costs of storing all of that data by using decentralized solutions, I do think we're going to continue to move towards a world where the adoption of decentralized storage solutions, just like Walrus, become much more prominent. So jumping over to the Walrus website, you can see here that they're outlining do more with your data. They're also a big proponent, at least, you know, what they're saying, or from a marketing standpoint, is allowing users to also take back control of their data, which is very different to this kind of Web 2 world where you've seen Facebook, Google, etc., having the control of user data and using that in order to serve you up with this ad model that has permeated throughout the entire Web 2 world for the past decade and a half. So taking back more control of your data and being able to do more with your data is what Walrus is honing in on. Programmable data, again, giving businesses and users the ability to store anything from rich text to rich media, and making it much more cost efficient and scalable for SaaS companies to store their data on chain in a decentralized manner. And just like we looked at on this particular chart, the cost for those businesses goes down dramatically when using these types of decentralized storage solutions. So that is what Walrus is doing. That is the problem they're trying to solve. And we're seeing different protocols like Tusky starting to use Walrus as the decentralized storage solution for running under the hood when it comes to the services they're offering. So Tusky is essentially a Web3 storage you can see on Walrus now, and they are essentially the decentralized version of Dropbox or Google Drive, and they're starting to use Walrus for storing all of their rich media. Again, I think we're going to be seeing more and more adoption of these decentralized storage solutions. And when you see what's happening here on SUI at the moment, we're technically getting a little bit of a breakout. We had a breakout below, above its trend line, came back down to retest, and we're moving higher. And we can bring up the chart for Walrus as well, because we just had their token generation event over the past couple of weeks here, and we're seeing prices now at 51 cents. Again, we don't have a lot of data here, obviously, because the token generation event literally happened in the past week or two, but you can see that we did have a bit of a spike up to this kind of 60 cents level before pulling back to just under 40 cents, and now we're moving back to the upside with Bitcoin moving a little bit higher, SUI moving a little bit higher, and Walrus kind of piggybacking on some of that price action as well. So if we jump over to CoinMarketCap very quickly, we can take a very quick look at Walrus and see what's happening from a tokenomic standpoint. You can see that we do have Walrus currently sitting at that price of 51 cents, but that's giving us a market cap of over $660 million for Walrus. You can see that we've got only 1.28 billion tokens in circulation of the max supply of 5 billion. And that's one of my big pain points with Filecoin as another decentralized storage provider. You've seen huge amounts of dilution with Filecoin's tokenomics since the 2021 cycle. It'd be a shame to see that with Walrus. So I do need to dive deeper into the tokenomics to see how that is going to be minted and added to the circulating supply over the coming years. So drop me a comment below if you want to see a deep dive on the tokenomics, and if you want to see a deep dive on the actual price prediction for Walrus in a bear case, bull case, and base case scenario. I'm going to close that here because I'm getting a little bit of a lag on CoinMarketCap, but essentially what we can do is break down the tokenomics, think about where the price of Walrus has the potential of getting to, and I'll create a bear case, base case, and bull case scenario. Drop a comment below this video if you want to see that for Walrus specifically. But there was a lot of hype in the SUI ecosystem over the past few weeks with the token generation event for Walrus. Again, we have had a little bit of choppiness with the price action in that first couple of weeks here, but we could be about to see Walrus move much higher to the upside if it truly does become adopted across the board. And I do think it's almost like a leveraged bet on SUI. If SUI can perform well and do pretty good multiples against Bitcoin and the rest of the market, I do think you will see Walrus moving up and to the right in terms of price action and getting up to $1 valuation per token in the very near future. Again, this is not financial advice, guys. Take this with a pinch of salt. Always do your own research. But if Walrus can be a true competitor to Filecoin, Arweave, and Sia, we could be seeing it as the new decentralized storage kid on the block. And obviously, Mysten Labs have had some pretty good success with the SUI blockchain thus far. You would anticipate that they have some pretty intelligent people working on Walrus behind the scenes to make it the most scalable decentralized storage solution possible. So that's it for today's video, guys. A pretty quick update on Walrus. If you want to learn more about how you can earn passive income and generate yield from providing liquidity on blockchains just like SUI and Solana, Ethereum, etc., head on over to the UIG. I'm helping a whole bunch of clients over here to generate income, earn passive yield. If you want to learn how to do this yourself, take back control of your financial future, become your own bank, learn how to earn and generate income from crypto and decentralized finance, check out the link in the description below for the Underdog Investor Group. Check it out yourself. Again, Femex is also sponsor of today's video, the most efficient crypto trading and investment platform. Link for Femex down below in the description as well. You can check out SUI and Walrus over on Femex. Make sure to do your own research. Again, this is not financial advice. Take everything I'm saying with a pinch of salt, but I do think Walrus is one to watch based on some of the fundamentals in place with their team, with Mysten Labs, the token generation event happening here in the past couple of weeks, and lots of hype and anticipation around how much adoption we're going to see with this protocol over the coming months. As always, guys, if you got any value at all out of today's video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithm. It would mean the world if you dropped a thumbs up on this video. Hit subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and if you want to get your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin, it's linked in the description of this video as well, completely free. Go ahead and grab it, and we'll catch you in the next one.